Hello, everyone. This is Sohan from Startup Go. We welcome to the Student Entrepreneurs Playbook. Today is episode 2, and today I have two amazing guests with me who are the co-president of Duke CEO. So let's welcome Kyla and Kaisen from Duke CEO. Hello, Kyla. Hello, Kaisen.
Hello.
Hi. So if you guys could introduce yourself a little bit, like your academics and then what you're working on now at Duke. So that would be awesome for our audience to know about you and your organization.
Yeah, sure. I'll start. So my name is Kyla Zhang, and I graduated from Duke Kunshan University, major in media and arts, creative practice, and now I'm studying in Duke Fuqua Business School for management studies. Yeah, and I'm graduating soon, in May of 2025.
Wow,
And
that's awesome. Yeah, Kaisen.
my name is Kysen Yao. I'm graduate from UCLA, math econ major with a stats and data science minor. And I'm studying at Duke, major in data science this year. And I graduate in 2026. So I'm working on Duke CEO as a co-president this year with Kyla. Nice to meet you all.
Wow, that's awesome. Like I'm so amazed that you guys went to, I think, Duke last semester, and then right after going there you made this organization and then already arranged so many events. So we're going to talk more about how did you come up with this one and what you're doing currently and what is your vision. But before that, like if you guys could tell us a little bit about like the origin of Duke CEO and like what inspired you guys for its creation. Kyla.
Yeah, so actually the brand CEO is called Chinese Entrepreneurs Organization, and it was first started by Stanford University in 2008. And luckily, me and Kaisen are a member of CEO at Stanford, and then we've seen a lot of amazing things go like done by them, and we feel it's a great like pattern to put in Duke. So we started Duke CEO. Yeah, and also there are like some new things and innovative things we add in Duke CEO. So yeah, it's definitely a great thing to do in Duke. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So, Tyson, like, what are the goals and mission of Duke CEO when you guys together started this organization at Duke? Because it has never been at Duke before. You would as at Stanford, as Kyla said. But what with what goal and mission you guys started at Duke?
Uh, So one of the main reasons we start Duke CO is that we realize the entrepreneurial market at Duke is some kind of like underdeveloped before. So there are definitely some great program, like a lot of great students at Duke. So, but we didn't get a very unique opportunity to bridge the gap between Chinese entrepreneur and global audience. So this year we're trying to build a community first, and we connect those individuals from Duke to bring them out to stem from the East Coast and the West Coast. We want to combine those resources to help Duke students, get more entrepreneurs resources. That's one of the main reasons.
Awesome. So, Kyla, you guys started this one together. So, are you guys only working with the students at Duke or DKU or the alumni, or also you were collaborating with other students around like around the world from different universities? And what resources are you guys providing for the students who wants to start their entrepreneurial journey?
Yeah, great question. Actually, we serve like Duke students, current students, and also the alumni. And the students varied from undergraduate to PhD and varied from different majors. For example, from AI to machine learning, and also like psychology or something. And also, we are not only um, like working with the Duke students. We also work with like similar organizations in the global world. So we have already established a cooperation with firstly Stanford CEO and also like Harvard and like Harvard Club in Beijing, and also Tsinghua and Peking University, also Cornell. Yeah, so we are like fostering a great like a large view for like all students and like connecting them. Yeah, and also these days there are a lot of like incubators and also VCs have like connected us and yeah, negotiate about like what the future plans. Yeah, and we'll see. Yeah, but now we are like focusing on serving like students.
Yeah, that's so great. But as you mentioned before that Duke CEO, the meaning stands for Chinese Students Organization. So is it only available to Chinese students who are studying at Duke or the university, or also international students have some way or chance to like collaborate with you or like get some opportunities? Kyla.
Yeah, we definitely do not only like we definitely do not exclude international students, like the students besides Chinese students. We also like highly encourage like students from other ethics to join our groups because like nowadays the world is like changing and dynamically. We really want to cooperate with a lot of like different groups, and we warmly welcome them to join our activities, our events. So it's definitely not an organization excluded like only for Chinese student, and yeah, it's definitely not.
Yeah, that's so good to hear because I think a lot of the students around Duke, DKU, and also like other universities, they would be really willing to like get involved, like especially international students because I think it's an amazing organization because the name Duke CEO, the name is already awesome. When I at first saw this name, I was like, wow, Duke CEO, they're making a lot of CEOs, but I think so.
Right.
Yeah, so I think that name really goes well. So that's why I think it's gonna be really helpful for all of the students together to get this resources. So I want to ask on with that question to Kaisen that what are the opportunities that Duke CU is offering to its members and also like members who are gonna join in future, what they can expect from Duke CU?
Actually, we have different like kind of concept. Like, are you a board member or are you are like an like ordinal like members? So for boarding members, because we are like organizing things, so that provide you more opportunity to standing on the higher level. So you can conduct a lot of resources and you can start communication with different people, and that help you building more like strong connection with those individual resources that we offer for board members. But for normal like members, we actually have 400 people currently, and one of the things they can expect is that they can like participate in our event in the future, and also our people and all kind of resources they can like getting the access here, so they can like if today we have a competition, we are welcome them to join and they can participate. Yeah, and also we have like guest speakers coming in the next year, and all the members can join. Yeah.
Wow, that's great to hear. So, Carla, I think recently I've seen you to that you have visited Silicon Valley, and I think that experience was amazing. So, you also mentioned that Duke C also maintains this network with Silicon Valley. So, can you like elaborate a little bit more on like what networking opportunities that you have for students within Duke or also the other entrepreneurs around in the US? Like, how do you maintain those networks and like provide those networks for the students?
Yeah, so yes, me and Kaisen had like visit Silicon Valley, but in a different time period. So for me, my personal feeling is that there are a lot of like Duke alumni and also Duke current students like interning in Silicon Valley, but they um actually like hoping to have an organization that can link them like more with the opportunities. And they were like, I talked to a few and they were so glad we started this organization so they can talk to other alumni and also current students to like find for their like co-founder or their like employees. So yeah, I do think Duke CEO is a great like connection between Dukers in Silicon Valley and also the resources in Duke, and also maybe in the future some VCs or incubators, who knows. Yeah, so hope I answered your question.
Awesome. Yeah, that answers my question. And also, on one top of that, you mentioned that like you would do something like co-founder matching. So I want to go to Kaisen also and ask, can you explain like how does this co-founder matching process works within Duke CU? Because we've seen Y Combinator, they have this amazing co-founder matching program, and I think a lot of students around the world, they don't get those chances because not everyone can get into like YC, or they don't have those opportunities. That's why I think Duke CEO can play a really amazing role here. So can you show us like, or tell us a little bit about how does this process work of co-founder matching?
Yeah. This is a very good question because we like for my thinking, I think the community, right? The community is the core for co-founder matching. So the first thing we have done is we build this networks, we build this community for entrepreneurs, and having that we can like I know for YC they do like a personal like face-to-face like co-founder matching. They also do like networking, like they have a whole system like matching people from different identity, and maybe they can keep the contact with each other so they can meet. But currently for Duke CEO, because we have this community, we have do a lot of events, so we might have like for student we can have like this pizza party, right? So we recognize that before there was no many connection between the grad school and also the engineering school or the business school. But for Duke CEO, we kind of like invite people from different backgrounds so they can all enjoy and come to the pizza party so they can talk. So for the first time, we hear that people from Fuqua school, they met some guys from the engineering school, and they have a really great communication with each other, and they add each other like WeChat or other kinds of contact information, and they say they really enjoy this communication. So in the future, we will introduce more about this like personal events, and this is one way they can know each other, and maybe we like during the event, we introduce them to some topic like for guys who are interested in robotics, you can come to this area. For guys who are interested in films or AIGC, you come to this area. So we open these topics for them to introduce themselves. So this is one way we match them. The other way we think in the future is that we build a website and we have all the information for those people. So we can like, if you want to find someone, we can use our system to searching for those kind of people, and we help you build the connection between them. So that is like how we use the network to build connections. Yes.
That's so amazing. Like
Yeah,
I think the
and
co-founder,
just
yeah,
one thing
Kyla.
to add on. Yeah, Kaisen talked about like great like experience, which like memorized me about like a lot of like our members like like messaged me, said like after the first event, first kickoff, I really had a great time, and when is your next event? And which really encouraged us. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. So I think like co-founder matching and having those kind of events, giving them the platform of like meeting with each other, I think Duke is already doing an amazing job. And because as you know, when we were in Beijing, we saw like Miracle Plus, they were also trying to do this kind of like co-founder matching stuff. So I think in the States, like giving this platform for Chinese students and international students to come together, because building a startup, you need expertise from different field. If you are only technical person, but you don't know how to do marketing and other stuff, you might not be a successful entrepreneur. So I think, yeah, already that process, I think I'm really happy that you guys included this process, like co-founder matching. So talking about events, Kyla, like, so what kind of events you guys usually organize or are planning to organize? And can you give us some example of like a successful events that you have already organized?
Yeah, so Kaisen already mentioned about pizza party, which is which the utility of it is for like co-founder matching and also like message information exchanging. And also we have other two types of events and maybe more types. Another is a guest speaker. So it's guest talk. We invite like maybe scholars, entrepreneurs, and also maybe investors come to Duke to give us speech and to connect with Duke students. And also another event type is maybe like more higher scale, which is demo day, and we are planning for that like before I graduate, which is before 2025 May.
Wow.
Yeah, so we are hardly like we are hard working on that. So we hope it will like succeed.
It's amazing that you mentioned. So can you like elaborate a little bit more about like the demo day, like how you're like taking the applications and who are like presenting their ideas, and if there any opportunity for students who also want to present their idea like at Duke. So if you could like talk a little bit about your demo day that you are planning now.
Yeah, so it's at the beginning stage, so we might like release more information about it. But basically, the idea is we brought some like great projects from Duke, and also maybe there are opportunities for other schools. Yeah, definitely, because we um are like actively seeking for like corporations and also like other great entrepreneurs to join us. So it's definitely like um a, a lot of like things happening. So just
Yeah.
watch and see.
That that's so great. I think demo day is a really great way to give the entrepreneurs or the members like a great exposure, because also in a startup academy in SGA we had a demo day, and through that SGA, like Rocky, I had an interview with him soon. He were able to apply to Miracle Plus, and also he got call from a lot of other investment firms. So like they were trying to reach out to him like hey, we want to invest. And also there are some other guy like who are founders. They're also getting a lot of calls from different venture capital firms. So I think I'm really happy that you guys are like trying to work out so soon, because I think Duke CU is so new, and within these few times, like you are doing an amazing job. So best of luck for that one. So, but I also want to go to Kaisen now, because you mentioned about like maybe there are a lot of students from different departments, for example, Duke Fuqua, then Duke Engineering. So what resources does Duke CU provide for students who are interested in like different topics, for example, AI, machine learning, fintech, or medical industry? So do you have any specific resources for that, or how do you work out about those things in your events?
So currently, like I mentioned, we are building the community for people, right? So one thing is that we provide connections between like the resources we already have. So like one of the things we do different than before, because I know there might have some entrepreneurs program at Duke, but they only focus on locally. So what but we are kind of like open our platform. We build connection with people from different areas. So like this year we are doing like cooperation with Stanford people. So I know there is a lot of like great resources from Stanford, so we can bring some of those connections to Duke, and maybe some of them they are doing very high level of kind of research. So we started building connection between Silicon Valley and Duke. Yeah, that's one very unique resources we can provide. But also like we are like keeping contacting with a lot of investors, and some investors they were looking at very specific area, and they have some resources in that background. So we want to like making this connection between investor and our Duke students. That's another thing we can provide.
That's so amazing. So and also going forward with that one is like I want to ask to Kyla, like what does like, or how does like Duke CEO collaborate with other organizations? Because our SGA is also a kind of like partner of Duke CEO, and also like Harvard Club, and I think Tsinghua, I think Entrepreneurial Students Club. I think those are also kind of like your partners. So if some other universities or organization wants to be a partner, how can they become, or how do you choose those partners? If you could talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, sure. So firstly, we warmly welcome every like organization come to reach out for us, and to I think it's a great honor for us to like have a lot of friends connecting with us. And maybe if you are an organization which is similar to Duke CEO, and that might like it's more reasonable to be our partners. But also if you are VCs or like incubators, it's definitely like possible to be our partners. Yeah, so it's like there's no like standards or some certain requirements. Just reach out. Yeah.
Yeah,
So like Kyla
that's
said, it's
yeah.
always a win game, right? It's always a win-win game. So yeah.
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 I think, yeah, obviously, like all of our goals is to like, create a culture of like entrepreneurs where like they will have most of the resources in their hands so that they don't have to like hover around like, okay, where do I get this? Where do I get that? Who should I ask? So I think if you're at Duke or around Duke or from any other universities, you can always reach out to them, and I think you'll find amazing resources. Also, we are building a community in Discord, and I think Duke CEO will also be part of that because they're our partner. So there will be, so if you're an organization and you're collaborating with DXCU and other organizations, there's a cross exchange of information and resources that different entrepreneurs and students can benefit from. So I think that's a really, really amazing initiative. And so if you could tell us a little bit more about Kyla, like what are the future events that you're looking forward to, or like what are the like goals that you have for Duke CEO for expanding, or what are the other things that you would want to include for the future and the betterment?
Yeah, so we are now basically like being a student community, and we do think we need to work on it really hard because like Duke is a great place, and do like Chinese entrepreneurs in Duke, they deserve like our service, and they really need us. So we're here to help them, and maybe for the future we might can like up our skill or like expand to more Duke students. For example, we can reach out to like where is my undergrad school, which is Duke Kunshan University, and to expand our like influence in China. So yeah, I think there are a lot of like possibilities in the future, and we just really like passionate about it, and we really want to do a good job.
Yeah, that's great. So Kaisen, as you, I think you were talking about like incorporating a community into Duke CEO and giving them the resources of like these current trends. So do you guys focus on like the current trends that's going on? Because we all can see like a AI boom nowadays, and a lot of students, they are trying to focus, even though it doesn't matter which major they're doing, like media arts, computer science, economics, they all wants to incorporate technology into their startup or entrepreneurial venture a little bit. So what do you think about that, or what kind of ideas or events that you're planning to focus on those specific industries? Or you are also doing other kind of events other than like technology based?
Like actually we are not like exclusive to only like tech field, but I think tech field is like for most students or for most people they are really looking on, they're focusing on. So we I think for like Duke CEO, we provide an opportunity for you to looking those cutting edge things. So like each time when we have our boarding meetings, we ask our like group member like what kind of topics we want to introduce for the next time. We also have those like forms, so we are accumulating those ideas, so we can like preparing that for the next time.
Yeah,
So we
awesome.
totally
So
listen to anybody and communicate accumulate ideas from them.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think like this idea of like community and like being a part of the community is like always can help you. So whoever is watching this, I would like encourage you to like find the community where you can get help. And if you are willing to participate in our community, the XUS community, then obviously I think you're gonna get some amount of value. So let's move on from there and then go to your personal experiences. So you guys are the co-presidents. I think it's also amazing because usually in organization it's like president and then vice president, but you guys are co-presidents because you guys founded together. So I'll go to Kyla first. Like, can you share some rewarding experiences so far with Duke CEO that you have experienced?
So I'm really honored and glad to have Kaisen as my co-president. And I like gradually found out that they are like Kaisen has some great like personalities that I don't have. And also I have some like personalities and also skills like Kaisen sometimes need. So it's a great match for me and Kaisen to be the co-president, and we just felt we cooperate really like smoothly and successfully. So yeah, it's a great opportunity to be a co-president with Kaisen.
So Kaisen, can you share us some experience of yours that makes you feel rewarding in terms of being the co-president of Duke CEO?
Yeah, it's like Kyla said, we have our we have a very good like cooperation with each other. So we kind of like complement with each other. So Kyla, like I know she's doing very, very well in marketing or social arts, something like that, social media arts. But for me, I was better in organizing things. So this year, working with Kyla was really enjoyable. Yeah, like she can like organize I can like organize a lot of like a long future stuff, and she can like put in every step, like realize every step, and like communicate with very well with a lot of like people.
Yeah, that's that's so great. I think you guys also have an amazing team. Like I've seen who are like responsible for like marketing and event planning and all this stuff. So if you could, shout out to those people and like talk a little bit about them, like about your team, how you guys are working together. Kyla, Kaisen.
Yeah, so our team is basically like we have a like large management team around like 20 people, and inside that we have our core team, which are 5 members. So basically, we just if we like core team came out an idea, and we discuss with our management team, and then we together we put it into reality. And yeah, this is how it works.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Kaisen, any
And
addition?
one thing I mentioned that is we have a very good like atmosphere during our team core team. So we each member like a family member. We are not like, oh, I'm your boss, you have to listen to me. But we were like so like kind of warm and welcoming like our members to join like DCO family. So we are like a very lovely family for us. So this is one thing that I
I
think
agree.
we doing very
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
Yeah. And we are also great friends, like within our management team. We always like hang out together. It's great.
Awesome. It's really glad to like see it's like not just an organization, but like a family of friends and stuff who are like trying to provide a lot of resources and like trying to make themselves better with this organization. So let's move on to some personal advice that you would have for entrepreneurs. So as you guys have been working in this field, like I know Kaisen and you guys are like always kind of like associated with a lot of startups and entrepreneurship related thing, and now you're working with Duke CEO as co-president. So what advice would you guys have for young entrepreneurs, especially student entrepreneurs who are like thinking about doing something but not being able to have that faith or have that kind of like resources to start their own venture? So Kyla, do you have any general advice, and then we'll also add up with Kaisen?
Yeah, so for me, I personally suggest every like young or like junior entrepreneurs to try and not to afraid of anything, and always to iterate your product, and always to check the MVP, which is market I forget about it, like market product fit.
Product market fit.
Product,
Yeah,
yeah, PMF. It's not
yeah,
MVP, it's PMF.
yeah,
Sorry, cut
yeah.
that.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's my suggestion.
Like adding on Kyla, I want to say, because Kyla mentioned you have to do something, right? Do something, do a lot of things. you're not afraid of like saying it, but you have to really put it on. And what I can add on is that you always asking questions. Like if you don't understand, it is not like you are doing bad. You just ask either for question or for resources. Because I know doing startup is not like you build something on your own, or you never like talk to someone. But doing startup is we want to build something very great. So it is like 100% you have to get help and resources from the other person. So when you need something, you just ask.
Yeah, that's awesome. So as you also mentioned that according to events and different other resources, so how can like students do who are gonna be the member of Duke CEO, they can make the best out of the resources that you guys are providing, or how can they start their entrepreneurial venture with you guys or with the help of this community? Kaisen, if you want to go.
Sure. So like I said, for board member, you have to apply. Yeah, because each year we have the application like period. So during that period, if you want to be a board member of the Duke CEO, you have to apply, and we have the interview for you. So if we think that you fit this position, we'll introduce you to our team. And also for those like normal or like normal member, I think you just submit a form during our activity, and you say maybe I want to join this organization. We are welcome you to join. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So now I want to get kind of like a general advice from you guys, or like what do you think about, because currently after the AI boom and stuff, a lot of students now, even though they're expert in some other field, for example, they can build a really amazing media company. They can start something that is like for social benefits, but because they're seeing a lot of other people going into tech, and a lot of people, everyone, doesn't matter which major they're from, they're talking about tech. So what do you think about this entrepreneurship era, where should students solely focus on technological stuff, or they should also focus on other industries and probably include some bit of tech after they get started? So Kyla, what do you think about this whole category of entrepreneurship?
Yeah, for me, me as a non-tech background student, I would suggest like students like me to not give up what you are like good at, like the skills. Maybe you're good at marketing, and maybe you're good at like organization or something. Just don't give up. And because there are a lot of like positions in the tech industry, they need your skills. Because if everyone goes for coding, so who will do the marketing or something? Yeah. So yeah, and also another suggestion is, besides your own skills, you can learn about like AI or something to, yeah, I think just learning more is good for a whole life. Because for me, my memo is to learn until I die. Yeah, so that's my
Wow.
suggestion. Yeah.
That's great. Learn until you die. I think that's what we should do, because the world is evolving, and I think especially what I can see in China, like a lot of students, they're really concerned about whether they're gonna get a job or not. And then I tell them like, why do you need to care about a job? Create jobs by yourself. Be an entrepreneur. You can always create your jobs, and no need to care about that. So I think the learning is a really is at the core of everything. So Kaisen, you've been talking about a lot of technological stuff. So also, as Kyla mentioned, that students who are not from the tech background, they can always leverage these technologies, and also their skills are always valuable in for so many companies, because it's not going away. But I want to talk about, also ask you, people who are solely focusing on tech, how they can leverage their technological ideas or technological learnings. Do you have any recommendations for them, how they can learn more, because it's like ever evolving stage where we are right now, a lot of information. So do you have any general advice for those tech people?
Sure. Like one of the biggest topic we're always talking is like interdisciplinary, right? So it's like you kind of like you're focusing on one area, but if you feel interesting, you're focusing on another area, and you try to like make connections, or how can this add on this? How can we build connection between like two different subjects? And for tech guy, I think they already know how to solve the situation using their technical skill, but they can like also look at different background things, like different subjects. Like maybe I was kind of like utilizing the data science skill, those technical skill to solve the problem of education or maybe mental health. That is like one way is like I really feel interesting on like the mental health or the education, and I know the skills, so I can make a combination of them. So I guess for those tech guys, they can like not only focusing on their technical skill, but they also look at some other like subject or areas that they feel interesting and provide a solution to solve those problems. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think all of your insights are really, really valuable for our audiences who are hearing. So now let's move on to our like last question probably is like I think a lot of students, they would want to connect with you guys, or they would want to know more about Duke CEO and what they're doing. So Kyla, for students who are at Duke or DK or other universities, how they can contact you or connect with you guys, or probably use some of your resources.
Yeah, so we have a lot of like social media platforms they can definitely reach out to. So the first is our WeChat like public account. So if everyone is interested in, I can give the QR code to Trevor, and he can put in the end of the video. And also we have other social platform, for example, Instagram and also Xiaohongshu. Yeah, and also we are like planning to start our like TikTok or like Douyin account in the near future. Yeah, so and also they can definitely reach out to our personal like or our public email. So it's our official email. So it will also given to Trevor, and he can put
Yep.
in the end of the video. Yeah, so
Yep.
everyone, please don't hesitate to contact with us.
Yeah, sure. I'll gather all this information and I'll put it in the description or in the comment section. And also, as I mentioned before, that we're creating a Discord community, and I've specially given like Duke CEO an organization because Startup Go Academy is one organization and Duke CEO would be another organization. So if you're interested in talking with like if you're an international student or you don't have WeChat, because then you can obviously join through Discord, and then you'll be able to connect with these amazing people, and I think they can help you guide towards your entrepreneurial venture. Yeah, so I think that's it from my side for today. I think you guys have gave some amazing advice for the amazing entrepreneurs who's gonna come in future, and I hope, as long as you are the co-presidents of Duke CEO, I hope to see a lot of amazing stuff coming out from there that students can leverage. Doesn't matter where they're from. So yeah, so thank you so much, you guys. It's a so busy day. Today is like Christmas Day, but you guys made the time to join with us and share your insights. I think it's going to be really helpful for all of the audiences who are hearing, especially the student entrepreneurs who don't have those kind of like idea of like how to get started. But these are experienced people. They didn't only like start their own, but they also work in venture capital firms, and now they're doing this Duke C organization. So I hope everyone gets amazing value. I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you all for joining.
Thank you.